Yo, guys. Welcome. How's it going? Hope everyone's good. Welcome back to another live stream, guys. Welcome back to another stream. Let me just sort this out quickly. Nice one. Okay, we're good. Yeah, welcome everyone. How's it going? Raul, welcome, bro. Jesse, how's it going, mate? Jake, Ron, welcome, guys. Welcome. Hope everyone's good, and welcome back to another stream. Hopefully the connection is nice to us, but if I just somehow suddenly go off, it's the connection, okay? It's not me, it's the connection. But I'll stay on as long as possible. The reason for the dodgy connection is because they're doing road works near the office space and they keep hitting wires, apparently. That is the reason that it's very intermittent. So, like I say, if the connection just suddenly goes off, I apologize. I'll stay on as long as possible. If it goes, at least I tried. But let's have a look at the news to start off with. Yeah, I'm on a little bit earlier than normal, guys. Because, like I say, I will have to head off at about 2 o'clock. So, in about, an hour and a half. But, like always, pre-US session, London session was great, stayed patient, not much shaping up in the market, but we'll see what happens as the US session presents itself. If anything, it's going to be Nasdaq that I'm looking to trade, but we'll get into that in a second. However, look at this. No news. It's just pure price action today. If you filter all this news out here, all this orange folder and yellow folder, there's no news today. It's pure price action. Okay, it's pure price action. So I'm really looking to trade, okay, because there's no news. There's nothing in the way of taking entries for me today. The only thing that I'm not going to be looking to take is gold. I'm not going to be trading gold today. I'm going to be trading Nasdaq just because of how bearish we are. We've taken most targets. I took some shorts in the London session with the Discord community on Zoom. I cut it early. Well, I cut it short. And it actually flew down. Look at that. 130 ticks from the entry. This was taken with the community. Like I said, I did cut it before it pushed down. And yeah, look, bang, straight down. But that's trading for you. This week has been insane. These accounts, look, I cut it like negative $50. It would have been like a nice $1,000 trade. However, look at this. In the last couple of weeks, I'm up like 6.6k on this account. So I can't complain. The market is not going to give you perfect entries every time. It's not going to push into profit straight away. Sometimes you're going to cut break even and it takes you, which would have smashed profits. It is what it is. Like when you look at the overall figures, 6.6k in 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, that's all that you need to really look at, the long-term profitability of your account. Yeah, guys, if you're just tuning in, let's see who's here. Drop a question. Nas could be nice. Yeah, I'll look at Nas in a second, but I'm just showing the entry that I took on gold this morning with the members. Some of the members held it straight into take profit down here, but you can see the reason for it. Nice strong bearish 30-minute closure below this level. Top wick, retested the level, pushed down. Look at that, straight down into all them targets. What would I be waiting for on gold now? Gold for me now needs a little bit of space to the upside. If it pushes higher like so, I'm happy to look to trade it up here. If I can trade it up here, I'm a lot happier. Okay, because... One sec, let me just start this so everyone can get in. Yeah. Why would I be happier to trade gold up here after a pullback? Because look at gold now. There's no targets to sell gold. Gold's bearish and it's taken all targets to the downside. There's no targets to take gold any further down. Okay? So, once I get the pullback, like so... Okay, what does that create? It creates targets to the downside. It creates targets to the upside. Then I'm in a better position to start looking for trades. Either buys or sells. So that's what I'm waiting for on gold, okay? That's the plan on gold. Nasdaq is in a better position than gold. We'll break Nasdaq down now. We can look at the daily really quickly. The daily yesterday closed bearish and we have wicked some liquidity to the upside. Look, we have taken some highs to the upside. 1 second. We have taken some highs to the upside here on Nasdaq. So, could Nasdaq have a little pullback? Of course it could, but if it still pushes higher and breaks above levels, I'm definitely going to be looking to take some longs. Looking at the 30-minute, where is the liquidity sitting at both sides of the market? Well, I'd say for buys, it's these highs that have been created in Asia. You know, Asia created these highs, so I can look to buy into them highs if possible. And downside targets, these lows here. 1 second, these lows here and these lows here. So like I say, there's targets at both sides on Nasdaq, and I'm open. What does that mean? If there's targets at both sides that I can trade into, it means that I'm open to both sides. I'm not looking for one side of the market. I'm not biased to one side, you know? Okay, so what would I be looking for buys above? There's a level here on Nasdaq. However, if you look just slightly above, there's more structure here. You can see support, even resistance here. So I'm gonna move this level up a little bit further, and I'm gonna have my structure to buy above here. Okay, that's gonna be the level for me to look to buy Nasdaq above. All right, so anything above that level at 23,252, that's where I'm gonna be looking for the buys. Okay. Like I say, above this level, there's a nice range. There's a nice range into them highs that I'm interested to take. You know, there's a lot of good trading that can be done if I get that strong closure above. However, I am open to sells. There's targets to the downside. I'm open to sells too. For me, sells below this level here for now at 23,219. Okay, everyone. That is the analysis for Nasdaq. Closes back below this level. I'm going to be looking for them sells down. Yo, Deegs, how's it going, bro? Welcome. Nas could be nice. 4-hour flip bearish. Let's have a look at the 4-hour. 4-hour is already bearish. I mean, I'd need that closure now. I'd need that closure below this range. Yeah, closure below this range. That'll confirm sells for me. Jake, I think we're going to see 33.30. Yeah, I'm not looking for anything on gold right now. I need that pullback before I look to do anything. Gold's not in a position for me to trade. However, Nasdaq is. So I'll take some Nasdaq trades if I break out of this range. To be fair though, Nasdaq's been clean this week, so there's nothing to say I can't take a US session Friday US session trade on Nasdaq. Hey Joe, Nate, welcome mate. Welcome to the stream, Nate. Good to see you again. Charlie, what's up? Catch anything today? Yeah, I caught a sell on gold. Well, the members, most of the members caught these sells here. We took it on Zoom, in the London session Zoom that we do, the daily London session live Zoom session. I cut it when the 15 didn't flip, but the 30 flipped down and pushed, and the majority got profits, which is good. Yeah, the majority got profits, which is good to see. You know, like I say, you're not going to get the same profits as everyone each time. You're going to catch different trades, but like I say, if you caught the sell down, very nice work. But yeah, gold's waiting game here. Nasdaq is, like I say, Nasdaq gets below here on the hourly. I can start looking for some entries down. Or if it comes and taps this level, then I can look for buys. You know, comes down, taps this level, I can look for buys higher. That would be nice. Like I say, it's just a waiting game. Just a waiting game here. If the 15 can come down, tap this level and reject, then I can take some buys on Nasdaq. Like I said, I'd need that half risk play. How do I move tools from the inside, from the side to the top, bro? Oh, you just press this, I think. I think you just press this. Are your tools down here? Are your tools like this, mate? Are your tools like down this way? And you want them like this? I think you just click the thing here. Or you like, I don't know. I think you just click something like, I don't know. To be honest with you, I think mine's always been like this. Or you might need to favorite them. Yeah, you just press the favorite thing here, look. Can you see here? Favorite. If you press the favorites, they come up at the top. I thought you meant they were, yeah, just press the favorite thing. Like, I don't know. Favorite. Like, if I press this bars pattern one, I press the star, it'd come up. Okay. Can you explain half risk? Basically, the half risk trade is when price pushes at a level, rejects the level. When it rejects the level and closes strong in the other direction of rejecting the level, so it's basically just a rejection of the level, strong close at the level, which has grabbed liquidity, then I'd look for a half risk in the other direction. So let's say that price pushes down here, comes into this level, closes strong, then I can look for buys. And it's the same if it pushes up, rejects this level, I can look for sells. Okay? Like I say, there's concepts to it that you need to understand. It's not just as simple as rejects the level, buy, rejects the level, sell. No. Okay? You need to understand the main concepts to it. And yeah. Like I say, it's not a hard entry to understand, but it's very, very effective. Very, very effective. Like, I'll show you a half risk trade that happened the other week. Oh, one sec. Let me show you an half risk trade that happened the other week. Here. Can you see? Rejects the level here. Close bearish, rejecting the level. There's the half risk. And there's the push down. Like a 4 risk to reward. Very, very clean there. Bang, straight down. Hey Joe, any trades live now? No, nothing just yet. I'm waiting for a breakout on Nasdaq, which I think there could be a trade on Nasdaq today. You just need to stay patient and lock in, and there should be a trade. Like I said, I'll only take it if it sets up. Yeah, like this is the main level for me here. This level here, if it closes below, I'll look for sells. Strong closure below the level, I'll take sells into these lows. Simple. Quite simple stuff here on Nasdaq, to be honest. There's nothing too overcomplicated. Like, I'll look at Nasdaq when gold's like doing this. What's gold doing here? Absolutely nothing. I mean, is there even any levels that's possibly like here? Possibly a little level here on gold, but it'll have to reject it and close bullish. Probably just wait for the hourly on gold. That's all I can really do. But Nasdaq, it could close below. It could close below. Has anybody traded today, guys? Anybody taking any positions? One trade, nice, nice. Cheers for likes as well. Appreciate everyone dropping a like on the video. If you haven't already, guys, drop a like. If you're new, subscribe. And let's see who's here. Drop a comment. Any questions whilst I'm on for the 2 hours that I come on per day. Let me know if you got any questions. 3 trades, nice. How have they gone, Chris? How have your 3 trades gone? Up, down, break even. 2 trades, 2 wins on Bitcoin and gold. Nice. Good stuff, man. Very good work. Yeah, by the way, guys, just to let you know, if I do all of a sudden get cut off the live stream, it's because the connection's gone down. It's been up and down all week, so just to let you know. Okay, just to let you know. What did you take? What have you guys taken? Gold? I like Nasdaq, to be fair, today. I do like Nasdaq. It looks good. Clean range, clean targets. It just needs that breakout. And there's no news as well. So if it breaks out, everything's just pure price action. It's clean. No liquidity grab. No, there's no liquidity grab. But like I say, there's still confirmation potential. Still confirmation potential to the downside. This is, yeah, like I say, it is a weak closure. That's why I'd have to wait for confirmation. But yeah. All I'm saying that is if it closes below, I can start looking for them sells down. It just opens possibilities to take trades. Small loss with you. 2 wins. Got greedy on the last one. Nice. Nice, Chris. Most people took the W, though. Most people took the W here. I was just unlucky. It was a very, very clean trade, to be fair. I mean, probably managed it a little bit too aggressively, but I mean, because the week has been great already, I don't really want to get a bit laxy and then relax a little bit, manage not aggressively, and then price comes and takes half of my profits for the week. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, pushes down and nice. Look at that. What a trade. This is what I mean about just trying to get right the next candle. If you can get the next candle right 70% of the time, 75% of the time, like the strategy says, look at the runners you can get. And all we're doing is getting the very next candle correct. And then you've got runners. It's very, very clean stuff here on gold. Made sense to me to close. Yeah, it made sense to me too, mate. The thing with the 15, look, pushed down, broke below, closed, closed doji, no volume. It's literally a coin flip, and you got it right. You know, if you held, it's like 50-50 here, and it just flies down. Yeah, I don't mind the closure, but it would have been nice. Look at that. It's like 140 ticks. Very, very clean. Another thing as well. If this 15 closes bullish, I'll look for the buys. Simple as that. If it closes bullish, I'll be looking for buys on Nas. So yeah, it can look bearish, but then if it closes bullish, rejecting this level, like I already mentioned, I'll take buys because this could hold and push higher into this next structure and this next high. Like I say, it's key to be open to both sides. It's just key to be open to both sides of the market. I'm going to start trading Nas. Nice. I don't trade Nas that often. For me, Nasdaq's just like... Gold's like my bread and butter, of which I trade most often. Like, I'll take like 90% of my trades on gold. And then maybe like 1 to 2 trades per week on Nasdaq. Yeah, like 1 to 2 trades per week. Nasdaq, you have to be more patient with it, really. You have to be more patient with Nasdaq. But like I say, if it closes below here, I'm open to sells. Yeah, you can see, look, it's broke the level. It's brought the level to the downside. Come back under, it's back underneath now. This could be trapped for another push down. Gold could be trapped for another push down. You know, below 33.40s. Or 33.42. You know, it's just a 4-hour level, really. Could it be trapped? That was a very, very nice entry looking back at it. Currently like 120 ticks up. I mean, it's not bad. A 4 hourly on Nas is rejecting the level. Bearish 15 closure. I just need to get below the level though. I'd prefer to see the grab. I'd prefer to see a 15 come up, grab, and then close below, and then I can look to sell. That would be a lot better. If it came up, grab some highs, and then push bearish, that'd be nice. What's the hourly saying? The thing is with Nasdaq as well, there's still liquidity to take. There's still liquidity to take to the downside. So even if it, like I say, even if it does close below, the amount of liquidity that there is to the downside is that there's confirmation all the way down. Yo, Naz, how's it going, mate? Welcome. How's your day been, Naz? How's your day been, mate? Let's see if the US gives us anything. Yeah, let's see. I'm interested to try and take some shorts on Nasdaq. Like I say, I like this level here, this range, but there's structure here that's in the way, so I'm using this range here. What's the 5 minute? Yeah, 5 minute or 15 closure below would be nice. Just come and grab summit, and then I can take some sells. Like I say, even this liquidity here, I don't want to mark out too much though. Cheers for the likes, guys. Nice one. Can we smash 20 likes? Can we smash 20 likes, guys? Yo, Rav, how's it going, mate? Welcome to the stream, bro. We're getting, like I say, guys, touch wood that the connection continues to be good for us. Any trades for you today, Rav? Any trades for you, mate? Have you taken anything? Just small 6-tick loss cut earlier due to lack of volume. Yeah, it was shocking. Yeah, it was shocking. It was unlucky because it played out very nicely. Look, the trade played out very nicely. But when two 15-minute candles don't flip bearish, that tells me everything. Like, it's 50-50 then. But I'm happy to cut. The week's been great. Like I mentioned to everyone at the start of the stream, don't look at one loss and define your sort of week, month. Look at it over a month, 2 months. Because, like, look at this. I've taken basically a break even or -5 ticks on one contract, which is very, very small risk. And this account's like $6,600 up in profit. So, do you know what I mean? So, don't look at it in terms of... don't look at it in terms of like the be-all and end-all. It's really not. It's just one trade, and it's a it's good management. Could I have made $1,000? Yeah, probably, but I didn't hold it, and I cut it, and then it pushed. But it was good to see some members hold and get the W, nevertheless. Then it hit TP. Yeah, it did. Being a bugger, though, weren't it? It would be in a bugger. Only one trade in a combine, 125 up. Nice. Good work, mate. What did you take? And what combines are you trading? What combines are you trading? Top set 50k, yeah, not bad, not bad. Top set 50k is they're good. I think they're the best. I think they're the best value for money. Yeah, I think they're the best value for money. From like I say, with all of the actual combines that they offer, I do like the 50k is the best. Just because, you know, you've got 2k drawdown on a 50k for like $50. Well, they're a little bit more now because they add VAT. But, you know, like, the 100k only gives you like a 3k buffer, and it's like double the price. So it's an extra 1k buffer for double the price, which is not much difference. You know, you think you would get double the buffer, but you don't. It's just not the case. But yeah, like I say, I do like the 50k is the best. But then when it comes to instant accounts, I think the 150k is the best. But it all depends what your entry point is. It all depends what your entry point is to like how much you want to start with. Because instant accounts are great for building like capital to then put into personals and stuff. But like I say, if you're just starting off and you're getting that sort of consistency, obviously start with the 50ks or the 25k instant accounts. And then, you know, as you get payouts, you can build up. You can build it. You can always build, like, you can always scale as you become more profitable. That's always the goal, really. Oh. Get that out of the way. Yeah, you know, we've taken liquidity to the downside now. I think gold could have a little pullback. We'll see. We'll see. It's under this level now. It's under this level. Need a video editor? Deity, drop me a DM on Instagram. Drop me a DM on Instagram, mate. My Instagram, is it in the... Let me put my Instagram in here, one sec. Yeah, I'll put my Instagram in the chat now, one sec, guys. Anybody, like I say, anybody can drop us a follow on Insta too. There's the link. Feel free to drop me a follow. Yeah. But yeah, I think gold has had a big push to the downside here. Could it be having a pullback now, potentially? Could have a pullback. Nasdaq, what's that? Oh, Nasdaq, yeah. So if this 15 can reject this level now, I'll be looking for some buys, guys, okay? If it can reject this level, I'll look for the buys. I need this to close bullish now. It's taken some liquidity. Then I can take them buys higher. You took anything today? Yeah, just one trade, mate. One trade, and done. Basically a break-even trade for me today, mate. Just a break-even. It was like negative $50 or something. I think a lot of people are getting trapped in gold trying to sell it here. I think a lot of people are getting trapped trying to sell gold here. You know, they're seeing these bearish candles. You know, I think a lot of people who trade breakouts are seeing these bearish candles and the loading shorts up down here. I think a lot of people are getting trapped trying to sell gold. I think it's going to maybe pull back a little bit, then continue down. And I'm not one to try and take shorts here. I wait for the pullback. I'd rather short here than here. Gold has more of a chance of pushing back down after it pulls back than it does here. It's taking liquidity and it's Very, very oversold. Well, it's not oversold, but it's sold off a lot today. But for me, Nasdaq is in a better position because it's already ranged. It's already ranged and it's already got targets at either side. Let me delete that. What are your thoughts on US 30? Yeah, let's have a look at US 30 really quickly. I'll have a look at the Capital Com chart. US 30, something I like about the US 30, just look, I don't really trade it, but look at this trendline liquidity coming at either side of the market. Look at this trendline liquidity at both sides. This could really break out at either end. I think this could break out either side. What I'd be interested to see, I wouldn't be looking to trade US 30 here. I'd be waiting to see what side we broke out here. Okay? I'd be looking to see what side we broke out. I think if US 30 can break to the upside, it's going to go and take more of this liquidity here. And I think if it can actually finally break out of this level here to the downside, then it can have the sell-off. Like I say, it's like a spring right now in this range. Don't be looking to get caught out within here. It could get choppy. Let it confirm outside of here. What I'd be looking to do is let it close out of the range and then trade it into these targets above and below. Because it's like there's targets at either side. Just like a Nasdaq here. It's within this range and there's targets at either side. I'm just waiting for the closure to then confirm that direction. Okay. Sent you the DM, mate. Yeah, after the stream, I'll have a look at it. No problem. It's the pivot for this week, is it? Nice. New here, just came across your live. Kiz, welcome, mate. Welcome. Yeah, anybody who's new to the stream, like I say, drop a subscribe and put notifications on because I go live every single day, Monday to Friday in the US session. Okay? Maybe for like an hour and a half. This week's been a little bit up and down because the Wi-Fi in the office has been in and out. All right, mate, just got on. What we're watching? Nas, mate. Gold is doing not much yet. I think gold, like I say, gold under this level here at 33.43 could push down further, but I don't want to risk trying to take sells here. I'd rather wait for gold to push up, and I'd rather look to take sells up here. You know, when it pulls back, it'll give me targets to the downside. There's no targets on gold here. Anybody selling gold here is just trading with no targets in mind. I mean, if you're trading gold sells here, you'd have to have something like this. You know, if you took a sell, say gold down here, you'd have to have something like this. Which is crazy. Like anybody, this is crazy. You know what I mean? Because there's just nowhere to take profit and there's nowhere to have a valid stop loss. That pullback and range will give me clarity to which way I can trade. And it'll give me valid stop loss and targets. There's nothing of that on gold yet. But on Nasdaq, it's setting up better. Alright. Do you show live executions? Yes, I do, mate. Like here. So, guys, you can see that when I actually started these instant accounts, maybe like 3 weeks ago, it was like 1k balance, maybe $1,000 profit. Now it's up like an extra 5.6k. So you'll see the execution on here if I take anything. These are all my accounts put together on here. So I do, yeah, I take trades live. Hit the like button, yeah, guys. Listen, hit the like. If you're new, subscribe and let's crush 20 likes, guys. I appreciate it. Nice one. Yeah, gold Nasdaq will break out if you smash the like. Yeah, it's just the thing is, it's just risky to try and do anything on gold here. That's why I'm sitting out. I think a lot of people will get chopped about here, to be honest with you. And I'm not one of them to try and take trades within a rate when it's had a big push to the downside. It's just not my strategy, not my style, not my approach. I've been trading 4 years, but enjoy watching lives during my trading. Kiz, nice, man. Good stuff, bro. Yeah, like I say, if, trading's quite lonely. So having someone to watch daily, who you know that's going to tune in and trade live, I mean, it's just like having someone next to you, isn't it? People to talk to, break down some charts. If you want to break down some charts for a couple of hours, perfect. Yeah, good stuff, man. Which is the best firm for you? I'll put it in now. One sec, guys. I'll put the prop firm that I use in the chat. I put it in the free Telegram recently. Let me find it and put it in. I use these. One second. Right, guys. I've just pinned the message. I've just pinned the message. So if you want to use top one futures, I'm trading like 450k instant accounts with them. If you want to use them, like I say, use the code JTC at checkout, like I've put there, and it'll give you the best discount available on the website. Okay, so yeah, use that link, use that code, and you'll get instant accounts very cheap. To be honest with you, I'm going to see how we close here on the 30. If this 30 can close bullish, I'm going to be looking for some longs on Nasdaq to come and take out some of these highs here. Just a half risk long, really, cash mate. Bullish closure here, I'm going to be looking to take them longs. But let me just update members in the community, in the mentorship, really quickly with my updated levels. One sec, guys. Where are we? Right, there we go. We're good. We're good. Yeah, if this 30 on NAS can close bullish, I'll be looking for the buys on NAS. I'll be looking for some buys. Is gold... Yeah, gold's doing exactly what I said. Anybody going short down here on gold, not waiting for the range, not waiting for clear targets, well, they're just trading retail. And they're not, you know, they're not acting professional. And like I say, where would your stop loss have to be if you were taking sells down here? Well, there's no valid stop loss, only like up here or up here. It's crazy. They're just huge stop losses. Yeah, I'm just going to see how we close here, mate. See how we close here. Potential some shorts or longs. Depends how we break out or reject. Yeah. Do you trade with different firms? Yeah, I actually trade with Top Step, Top One, and Alpha, but I'm just focusing on Top One right now. You know, because I've got plenty of accounts elsewhere, it can get difficult to execute. So I just stick to like one or two prop firms at a time. The Top Step accounts that I had, I got paid out, like I got like 6 payouts 3 weeks ago. I got 6 payouts like last month. Or the end of last month in total, like in the last 5 to 6 weeks. So they've been sort of like the ones that I focused on, and I got the payouts. Now I'm focusing on these accounts to try and get these over the line this month. You know, if I can get payouts on these accounts, then that's like another 7 to 8k in payouts for the month, which would be decent. You know, I'm a trader who uses prop firm accounts to make money at the end of the day. Like milk 'em. If you've got a profitable system, you just got to keep rinsing and repeating them. Don't get, like I say, if you get a payout, don't be attached to it. Like you have to keep it like a personal account. You know, if you get a payout, great. Then just use it again to get more payouts. If you lose it, well, just get back onto it. Get back onto either the combine or get back onto another instant. That's all I do. That's all I do. Never tried my funded futures. I actually haven't tried my funded futures. No, I haven't. To be honest with you, the only prop firms that I've tried are Alpha Capital or Alpha Futures, Top Step, and Top One, who I'm actually partnered with. Yeah, I'm partnered with Top One, so that's why I use them. But yeah, 30 closure here on Nasdaq. I'm going to be looking for the buys. Yeah, I use prop firms to build my personal account. Me too, mate. Me too. Yeah, I use prop firms. I'm not going to go into exactly how much I made last year with prop firms whilst I was like traveling and trading. But yeah, that's how I got my base of money to trade and actually start investing and making more money elsewhere. You know, like prop firms are great to build personal, to build like an infrastructure kind of, to start building capital, to like invest in like crypto and stuff. For me personally, met money on prop firms and then invest it elsewhere. That's what I did. And then obviously money just builds if you do it the correct way, or I did it the correct way. And I still use prop firms today, still get regular payouts today. It's just the same, rinse and repeat with them. You should try them, to be honest. Heard it's too good. I've actually not. I'll have a look into them though. What are the rules like? Are they like top step in terms of rules? Oh, now, yeah, gold's reacting from that level. Yeah, gold's reacting from that level. As mentioned before, look, resistance, resistance, resistance. Yeah, gold's reacting to potentially push down here. Like I say, it could push down further, but I'm not here to predict that. I'm not here to try and predict this. I rather predict sells up here. Heard it's better, really. Nice. I've never thought of using them, to be fair. I'll have a look into them. To be honest with you, I've got too much prop capital at the moment. I don't really need any more prop firm capital. Yeah, if this 30 close is bullish, guys, I'm going to be looking for some longs, personally. There's no bottom wick on the 15. But, oh yeah, a little tiny bottom wick. A little tiny bottom wick. If this closes bullish, I'll look to take some longs. I am a bit cautious about this little bit of structure here. But if it breaks and strong closes above here, then yeah, I'm going to take some longs into these highs. Not super aggressive. Like I said, I'm already up like 2.4k this week. So, small risk. Small risk, but it's a Friday. I'm up for the week. I'll finish strong. Within seconds, unless it's a big one. Nice. I'll have a look into it, mate. Like I say, I appreciate you for letting me know. Like I say, I'm always open to good prop firms. It's what we're here for, to make money and get paid out. Yeah, if NQ can get back above this sort of structure here, I'll look for some buys. Because like I said, there's no news. If we reject nice on the 30, I can look for them longs higher. We've got 6 minutes for this closure, and then I can look for them longs. One sec, guys. Back in a sec. Five minutes until news. What news? Let's have a look. Are you looking at Amber? Yeah, I don't look at this. Yeah, I don't look at orange folder. I only look at red folder, mate. Yeah, I use Forex Factory. This is just Amber news for me, so I'm happy to execute. Yeah, I'm happy to execute. Yeah, this 30 is closing really nice. And there's some good targets up here. So I'm happy to try and take some longs. if it maintains above this structure here. And if you look at the futures chart as well, it's basically the same as the Capital Com one. So this could be a little nice trade. I'm only going to use like, maybe like 10 micros to try and take this long. Because I do understand it's Friday. And I'm already up this week. So I don't need to rush into anything. But we'll see how it closes. If it takes these highs here, I'll just leave it and wait for the break above this level. Okay. 50% off for new users and yeah, no activation. Nice. Is that does that mean the challenges are more expensive though? I'm guessing. Like I say, it doesn't really matter if you pay no activation. That's quite good though, to be honest with you. Core durable. Yeah, there is. I don't take notice of orange news, to be honest. It probably won't even do much. And if anything, it'll give momentum to push the trade into profit, to be fair. Thank you. Yeah, all good, man. All good. If you stay away from this news as well, stick to your plan. Don't listen to me. But I just don't mind trading orange folder. I just trade red folder, to be fair. But yeah, in how long have we got here for the closure? 3 minutes. I'm going to be looking to take Nasdaq long. This will be my last trade for the day as well. So I'll probably hold a little runner and manage this. What's my bias for NQ? I try and maintain both sides of the market as much as possible, mate. Just because it's ranging, I like to trade with momentum. So if it breaks below this level, my bias is sells. If it breaks above, my bias is longs. Because it's within the range, it's rejecting the level, I'm looking for them longs higher. Overall, higher time frame, I don't like to keep a bias because I don't like to stay emotionally attached to one side of the market. That works for me. It works really well for me, keeping it simple and being open to both sides. You know, I don't like to be a one-sided trader because, you know, you can have a day that looks like this, very bearish. 1 second. You can have a bearish day like so. Okay. And the next day does something like this. Okay? 1 second. When it decides to click. The next day will do something like this. Close bullish like so. And you've only been looking for sells and you've just missed like 200-300 ticks bullish. So for me, it just makes sense to be open to both sides. It works for me very well. And I'll just continue to do that. Gold market structure has been so clean this month. Yeah, it has. And that's where most of my profits have been made, to be fair. Gold. Yeah, it has. I need, like I say, I'd like it to close strong here. If we can push up a little bit more, that's better for me. And then I can look to take out these highs. I want to get back above this sort of level, though. Quite strong. Hourly hasn't closed yet either. But it's at a big level to try and, you know, get even just a little squeeze into these highs and I'll be done. You know? Let's have a look. How long have we got? A minute. Let's see what it does in a minute here. If anything, I'd just take a little half risk. It's not looking too bad. Yeah, I can't trade it if it doesn't close above here, kind of. You can get momentum at 10. Still not sure. Alright, let's see. closed? It didn't close too bad, but it closed at this sort of structure here, which I'm not too keen on. If anything, I'd like to take longs there. From where we are now. Just get a little pop into them highs. Not created that bottom wick yet, though. It hasn't created that bottom wick, so it could create that bottom wick and then flip higher. Do I use ICT? No, not at all, mate. I use levels and liquidity. I use breakouts of ranges and rejections of ranges. I try to stay open to both sides, and I use levels. I don't use order blocks, fair value gaps, anything like that. It's overanalyzed. It's just not needed. Like I say, look how simple my analysis is. My analysis is super simple. Levels, targets, done. Yeah, like I say, I'll be looking to take it into them highs there. But it's a big but. It's pushing. Da, 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 da. What about you? What do you use, mate? What concepts? Guys, there's still the hourly closure. Remember, there's still the hourly closure. The hourly's taken liquidity and closed bullish. If that closes bullish, then I can still take the hourly entry as well. So it's not over until the hourly closes. You know, even if this 15 can close bearish back below this level, then I'll be open to the sells then. Like I say, I try to maintain both sides. Try to be as open to both sides as I can. Oh, you do ICT, nice. If it works for you, mate, it's good. Like I say, I've never used it, but to me, I just prefer to keep it more simple. No bottom wick, yeah, no entry for me too, mate. No entry for me. I'm just marking it up, so you know, anybody who's in long from down here into these highs, I can just say, you know, when price comes into here, I can manage it and go break even. And let the rest run. Main watch for me is the hourly. This hourly closes bullish and I can take some more longs. But yeah, you're definitely right to sit out with no bottom wick. I'm still a demo. Oh, you're still on demo? Alright. Yeah, like I say, I've been trading for like 8 years now. I've tried every single strategy, basically. I haven't really tried ICT, but I've tried many strategies, and what worked best for me was keeping it simple. Waiting for rejections of levels like this. Okay, waiting for rejections, waiting for closes, and trading with the volume. Just like the gold trade here this morning. It broke below this level here. The next candle pushed down. The short to the downside was there. Okay. Like I say, I like to keep it simple, and that's what it is. Supply and demand and pivots have been working mega nice. Nice. Wow, you joined a mentorship offline near my university and you knew more than the mentor. That's crazy. Like, some people shouldn't be doing mentorship. Like, guys, do you know, right, seriously, on a serious note, before I even started my community, I traded for like 5 years. And I'd been profitable for like almost 2. I'd actually made payouts before I started my community. Like, people don't even get a payout and start flexing. It's crazy, okay? Like, people just shouldn't be mentors at the end of the day. Right, like, at some point, of course, but at least get profitable and start, you know, giving some value. before you charge courses and stuff and actually start being a mentor. How much did you pay? How much did you pay for it, if you don't mind me asking? How much did you pay, guys? Can we smash a like on the video as well? 13 likes. If we can crush 20 likes, that'll be good. If we can crush 20 likes, that'd be good. You know, we need 7 more. Just took sales on gold at 33.41. 33.41. Yeah, that level's holding, to be fair. It's held that level of resistance, which I mentioned, at 43s. I don't mind themselves. As it's rejected the level into these lows, I don't mind themselves, really. Not for me, though. I'm waiting for a pullback on gold. I prefer Nasdaq on the hourly, to be fair. 20 likes and we push up? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Back above here, then I can take some buys. Or even if it closes like this. Oh, $120? Yeah. Still a scam. If he doesn't know anything about trading. Guys, I'm going to get some more water and I'll be back in a sec, okay? Getting more water, okay? Right, guys, we're back. We're back. Yeah, nothing, like I said, nothing happening too much here on NAS. Let's have a look at gold. Yeah, gold's still pushing down after rejecting 43s, like we mentioned. But, like I say, hourly closes bullish here in 20 minutes. I'll look for the longs. Could be nice. Could be a nice little trade there. Yeah, in my current, all right. Most people should realize that you don't need mentors. I am profitable even without a mentor. Information is free nowadays. Yeah, I mean, it depends. I mean, I had many mentors. Yeah, I think for me it worked very, very well. It's not only that, having like a community with people you can talk to and chat about is very, very important. You know, like the amount of times I would have probably quit trading if I didn't have people to talk to. 33 buys. 33 buys. Let's have a look. 33 buys. Where? Down here. Alright, nice. That's like in the middle of nowhere for me, mate. But I mean, if it's to your plan, nice. Yeah, let's have a look at the US 30. It looks like it's breaking out. Yeah, look at the US 30 here. It's breaking out now. Ah, the Dow. There you go. Yeah, the Dow's breaking out, look. I joined at the beginning of my trading path, so I was kind of dumb. Yeah. How long have you been trading now, mate? How long have you been trading? Or how long has everyone been trading here? I mean, this could be a nice little long for like a little bit of micro long above here. I mean, if it breaks back above 44,786, then yeah. Not bad. But yeah, you can see where we're rejecting from here, this level on NAS. Could push further down on based off the 15. I might try a little half risk sell if NAS closes like so. Okay. Let me get back onto MNQ. I might try a little half risk NAS sell if it can close bearish. Just start with like 5 micros. Just based off this range rejection here. Look, resistance, resistance, resistance. Roughly 9 months, nice. 6 months, feels like 20 years. 5 months, but consistently for 2, nice. Yeah, if this can close bearish, I'll look for a top wick and flip down into some of these lows, you know, down into sort of this level. For price to come and fill more of this range down here. That's not too bad. Four months profitable. Nice. Everyone's profitable now. Good. Good to see. I mean, if you're profitable, good stuff. Everyone's got like different ways of doing stuff. Just understand that. And like if you're still on your journey, everybody's different. You know, if you're seeing another thing, guys, if you're seeing someone say, I've been trading for 4 months, I'm profitable, it's a load of rubbish. It really is a load of rubbish. Okay. They're not profitable. They haven't been through different market conditions. They've literally just been trading 5 months. Yeah, they might have had a couple of green months, which happens, but they're not profitable. They're not consistently profitable yet. Trading with my live account. Nice, Alex. Nice. And that's not to say that you can't get consistent in 4 to 5 months. You can start the consistency journey, of course. But you're not a consistently profitable trader after 5 to 6 months. I'm sorry to say. There's different market conditions that you haven't been through. Right, MNQ here. Closes bearish. I'm going to be looking to take out some of these lows half risk trades. Okay. I'm going to be looking to take out some of these lows down here. We've got 45 seconds. Bearish 45-second closure. Then I'll be looking for the push down. Basically, just rejecting this level here. Taking highs, closing bearish, and there's targets to the downside within this range. It's just an inside the range trade. That's why I'm going to be using like 5 to 10 micros. I'll just buy in depending on what the risk is. Now, mate, I've seen some wild guys out here who are crazy. Do you know what the funny thing is? There was a guy who was on TikTok. There was a guy who was on TikTok who was talking about being profitable he was saying he was profitable in 4 months. And I commented on the video. I said, mate, seriously, watch what you say. I commented on his TikTok video saying, watch what you say. You haven't been through the different market conditions yet. Or I said something along them lines. Be careful what you say. Stop saying you're profitable. You haven't been through different conditions. And literally like 2 months later, he came back and said that he's been on a big losing streak and he's not profitable. It's like, I literally said that to you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a sell stop in a second. Oh, 1 sec. Just for like 5 micros. I'd need it to top wick a little bit though. I want it to top wick and then I'll put it in for the sells down. But I'm looking for something like this. I'm looking for something like this. But once it pushes up, I'll put the sell stop in. If it goes without me, it goes without me. It is what it is. But yeah, top wick, and then I'll look for some sells. I have a feeling this could push down quite aggressively. But I need it to top wick first. I can't get in here with a stop loss like that. It makes no sense. If I were gonna get in, I'd have to have my stop loss up here and it's too big. Yeah, that's it, mate. And guys, I'm not saying that you can't make money profitably. You can. You can be profitable for the month, 2 months, in 6 months. Like I say, you can. But you can't be consistently profitable without understanding the different market conditions of like maybe like 12 months at least. Okay? A full year at least in the market. Can you get payouts? Can you pass challenges? Of course. I'm not saying you can't. It's definitely possible. 100% with the right mentorship or the right guidance, of course. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying that, you know, it's better to understand that you can trade consistently for a year with the different conditions. For example, like you said, Biden, Trump. Do you think luck matters? Yeah, of course, mate. Of course, mate, but one sec, guys. I'm just one sec. I'll get into questions in a second. I'm just gonna concentrate if I can put this order in a minute. 1 sec. What are we on here? 5 minute. 15. Right. Let me put a little sell stop here. Let me put a little sell stop in here. If this reflips bearish, this will be my last trade of the week, by the way. This will be my last trade of the week. So whatever happens, happens. But I'm looking for this to come and take all these laws out, really. Watch it wick in and flip up. That'll be definitely me done for the week. I've made like 2.5k this week, so I'm happy. That's why I'm using low risk as well. I don't really want to over risk when I've made like 2.5 grand already for the week. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, this hasn't even flipped on this chart. What is going on here? Right, I'm in. This could be a little bit dodgy because it's only just flipping on here. Anyway. Very, very, very different charts here. But I'll see if it wants to push down with this volume or not. But yeah, look at this. I'm only risking $60. It's literally nothing. What's gold doing? Yeah, gold's pushing down too. Gold's just continuing its push down. Coming into a level here. Rejected it. Failed to. I think if gold gets back above this level here, it's all right for some buys. For me personally, maybe a little bit higher, like so. Like I say, this is a little bit risky inside the range. Don't get me wrong, but as soon as price comes in to say these lows down here, I'll be looking to get out. I think that the momentum could push to the downside. My spreads are awful. What's the profit amount for the 60 loss? Like $100, but like I said, this is not big risk. My normal risk is like $400-500 a trade. I'm only risking like very little. Like my normal risk would be all the way up here if I was looking to risk a normal amount. But just because it's Friday, I've made good money this week. It's a valid trade, so I'm just taking it on stream. $60 risk, it's like break even. It's like a break even trade on my normal contracts. Because if I take like 50 minis and I go break even, it'll probably take me out for like -30, -40. I don't like it. I don't like it too much. I just, it's not bad. It's just a little bit of interest, If it pushes higher, it pushes higher. It is what it is. It's valid for half risk. That's why I'm executing it. 4 hours bearish as well. 4 hours bearish. I'll see. We'll see. Gold's continuing to push down as well. Gold is taking out these lows potentially next. Trading with you. Yeah, don't look to take my entries. When I say it's like half risk, it means that it's not the best high probability entry. Okay? Don't be, like I say, I take my trades for all educational purposes only. It's never for you to take trades with me. I never tell you to take trades with me at all. Okay? Yeah, like I put something in the Discord today about how much I'm up this week. There's no need to risk so much on a Friday. Fridays ruin traders. Like, look at this. This is like 20% of my normal risk. Like, I normally risk like $300 a trade. Or like $1,000 if it's on 3 accounts. It's just pointless. It just doesn't make sense to do it. The annoying thing is how far it's out, the difference. What prop firm do I use? It's in the pinned comment, mate. Look at the pinned comment. You got stopped out for $25 profit. Nice. I'm about to get taken out for like -60 here. I'm not extending stop losses here. It's pointless. It's not going to it's not pushing to the downside with volume. It would just be an SL. Is my server free or paid? It's paid, mate. It's my mentorship's £60 a month. There's a lot involved in the mentorship, guys. There's a lot involved in the mentorship. Join the free Telegram. You'll see everything that's included. Right, yeah. I'm about to get taken out of this in a minute. But like I say, understand that very, very small risk here. I would never use full risk on this trade. What is US 100 doing? US 30, sorry. US 30. Yeah, US 30 fakes out as well. US 30 is faked out. Faked out and pushed down. Hourly weren't flipping rejected the hourly, yeah. Yeah. It's alright, don't worry. Don't worry, it's just this is just like an interest for the YouTube. It's all good. It's valid, but not a full risk trade at all. It's like a half risk. Could still push. Could still push. I don't know. I don't care. Yeah, gold pushed and reversed as well. Hourly is continuing down. Volume's stepping in a little bit now. You can see it. Didn't take it because of the hourly. Yeah, valid, mate. Hourly's bearish. Didn't flip. It's at a level. That's the reason why I did take it. It's because it's at a level. It's rejected from it, just to push down further. But it hasn't. It isn't coming to fill this level yet. Which normally this would come and get filled. This would normally come and get filled quite quickly, but it's just not doing. It might reflip bearish in a minute and then start pushing after it takes me out. Like I say, I'm open to that, but it's all right. And wow, look at that. Yeah, I'm out. Negative $60. If that flipped, I would have been in. What, the hourly? Yeah. The charts are quite different. The charts are quite different from this to this. Yo, Razul, how's it going, mate? Welcome. Yeah, welcome, mate. Welcome. Watch it flip and push now. Watch it flip. Look at the charts are quite different as well. Look, like this is basically at break even now. This is pushing bullish. You're from India, nice to meet you, mate. Yeah, I'm not gonna force another entry there. There's no point. Yeah, there's no point. Yeah, that's why the half risk though. That's why you don't use big risk inside ranges. Look at it. It's not telling you anything. It was worth the try. It was worth the very low risk. If it played out, it would have been a nice $200-300 trade. You know, if this pushed down into these lows, it'd been a nice $200-300 win. But I cut it at -60 and on to the next one. On to the next one. This could, I think this could, if reflips bearish, it could be nice, but it's not my trade now. I'd want to wait for the 15 to get below the level, and then I can look for sells down. You done for the day? Not yet, mate. I'm gonna give it another maybe like 15 minutes, and then I'll be done. Maybe a 15-20 minutes. See if it'll give me a breakout. I'm still open to more trades. I've only taken 2 trades today, but very small risk. So I'm only look like, guys, you need to understand the risk that I've been using today. Look, -$100 is nothing. Absolutely nothing. You know, I think this week, you know, on one account, it's like $800 profit. So yeah, it's nothing. 30 half risk, potentially. Yeah, potentially. Wait for the 30 and then that could be the push down. Yeah, very, that could happen. It's getting a bit messy inside this range, and I don't like to take multiple range trades, if that makes sense. I've tried a 15-minute entry. It was valid, very small risk, but I don't want to try so many because it could just get choppy in here. I'll try one. If it doesn't work out, then I'll just wait for the impulse. I tried it. It was small. Somehow some people caught some wins. Which, if you caught some wins out of it, nice. I didn't. But, yeah. What's, ooh. Yeah, gold gets back above this level, I'll be looking for buys. Back above here. Oh. Back above here. You're personally done? Nice, Naz. Nice, yeah. This, the 15 half risk didn't really want to play out. To be honest with you, I really did think it would push into this level first. I'm very surprised it didn't, to be honest. You know, look at it. No bottom wick, and it's just got like 3 untested lows to take out. Yeah. But like I say, there's no attachment to the market. No attachment at all. Whatever happens, happens. When you start getting attached to, oh, I thought it had to push down here, you start FOMOing into more positions. Start FOMOing into more positions. Then it pushes up because you think you were going to be right. And look, cut your losses. Cut your losses and move on. Like, if I don't cut losses like I do, would I be $6,500 up for the month? Or 18 grand? Well, like $15,000 up for the month? No, I wouldn't. Do you know what I mean? Because I can accept losses and I can accept wins. You know, losses are a part of trading. I can be happy with finishing the day on negative $100. It doesn't matter because I'm up 6.5k on this account in 3 weeks. Okay? Understand the level that you need to get to in order to be a consistently profitable trader. Okay? You're not going to be right every trade, but you're going to be right all the time if you stick to the plan. Okay? And like I say, guys, the live streams that I do, you know, I've been doing these live streams for like almost a year, like over a year now. It's not about trying to win every single trade. Is it good when I win? Of course it is, but it's not about winning every trade. It's about entering positions and learning from every position that I take. You know, look at me, don't enter them with me, but understand what I'm looking at. Understand why I'm taking a position. You don't take it with me. See how I react to taking a win, how I react to taking a loss. Jot them down and you can take it into your own trading. Okay? But Nasdaq here is just sideways. Tell you what's annoying as well. Like, if the YouTube live stream didn't cut out yesterday, would have taken a banger on YouTube. That's just the look of this week. Yeah, right, guys. I'm gonna head off now, though. Yeah, I'm gonna head off. I've been on for like an hour and 45 minutes. I've taken one trade. I tried shorting this 15-minute here. If you just joined, I tried shorting this 15-minute here. It took me out for like negative $60, which, like I've already said, is very, very small risk. Was worth the pop to try and take out these lows within this range. Like I say, inside the range is just very, very small risk for me. But like I say, it's Friday. That's why the risk's reduced, and that's why, you know, it's chopping sideways. There's no news, but all I'm gonna do now is watch these levels. You know, breaks below, I can look for the sells down. If it breaks above, I can look for them buys higher. Okay. But yeah, that's me done, guys. Drop a like on the video as well. If you've got some value out of today, drop a like on the video. If you want to check out the prop firm that I'm using here, just use the pinned link. And that's me done for the week. If I take any more trades now, it will be in the mentorship, in the community, in the Discord. But like I say, the week's been great. Up around $700, $750 up on this account. But that's times 3. So 750 times 3. Up about 2.2k across 3 accounts this week. Okay, so great week. I'll be back on Monday, guys. As always, sticking to the plan. Waiting for closes now outside of this range. Let the volume tell me which way it wants to go. Okay, so I'm going. Yeah, I'm off, guys. If you're not already, subscribe, like, and drop a notification on the YouTube live. And all I'm waiting for now is a breakout of this range, and then I can look to trade. Breaks below, I'll take some sells. Breaks above, I'll take some buys. Okay, peace out. Trade safe. Happy weekend. Catch you on Monday. Bye-bye, guys.